Jimmy Baum came to Santa Cruz in the early 1970s looking for music, friends, and family. He found them. Already known as a musician's musician by his friends, Jimmy worked with some of the best jazz musicians on the West Coast.
Well, with drums and bass, it's essential to really connect. With Jimmy, for me, it was immediate and very deeply felt. It was a very personal connection, and what it was like to play with Jimmy is almost to find a lost friend.
Jimmy Baum loved cars, sports, and music. In high school, he and his brothers were popular, and Jimmy was the quarterback of the football team. He also played in the band, which happened to be led by his father, J. Martin Baum. In the early 1970s, Santa Cruz had a burgeoning music scene, and Jimmy was working steadily with a group of people he soon became friends with.
Jim Baum I met probably in '71 or '72. I was playing with a group called the I Am Band with Ned Torney, Ken Matthew. The I Am Band, a lot of people used to jam with. So guys in Snail would jam with them, and everybody. So Jimmy would come over and jam with us all the time. So.
Well, playing with Jimmy was always a delight. He was a solid drummer. There's just no problem ever playing with him.
Okay. You can bet we'll work up a sweat.
Someone on the bandstand would call out Autumn Leaves. Jimmy would say, "What happens when winter begins?" "Autumn leaves." Pa-dump. So I'm on the bandstand the day after Jimmy's death with a bunch of his friends. Everybody played with Jimmy. And someone calls Autumn Leaves, and I'm fishing for the setup line. I'm trying to come up with it. What happens when winter does this? And I couldn't think of it, and somebody says, "What happens when winter begins?" And everybody on the bandstand goes, "Autumn leaves." So he ran that one by everybody, everywhere, every time.
Jimmy's humor isn't the only thing that will be remembered. His spirit moved many, and his music will be carried in the hearts of the artists that worked with him. Jimmy came to Santa Cruz looking for music, friends, and family, but he found more. He found he was loved by all he touched with his spirit. That glint in his eye will always be shining in our hearts.